Okay, welcome everybody. I'm Ratish Pandey from Action Coach, and who we have with us today is Abhijit Roy. Abhijit, a little bit about yourself. Before that, let me thank you for your time. Appreciate the fact that you've agreed to this short conversation with us. So, Abhijit, a little bit about yourself, your company, and what do you do, and where are you based out of?
Sure. Thanks, Ratish. Thanks for this opportunity. I am, as you know, a software entrepreneur. I've been in the business for almost 30 plus years. Graduated from Mysore University in computer science, and that's all I knew to do. So I set up I did a job for 1 year out of college, and then ever since then I have been on my entrepreneurial journey. Uh, this particular journey we started almost in 2008, sorry, so roughly around 15 years. We have had a good stint. We are basically doing custom application development, and first 10, 12 years, I would say we did pretty much run-of-the-mill custom application development. Around 2016, we got a very good customer, which continues to be our marquee customer. And because of that, we had a good, strong financial position. We invested some of those into various initiatives. So fast forward to today, we have a couple of product journeys in place. We are working in a couple of new age technology directions. You may have heard of low code technologies. We are working in a couple of low code technologies. We are investing in artificial intelligence, as everybody is. And I think we are in a good place. As I mentioned to you earlier, 80% of our business comes from US. That used to be 100% 2 years back when we started expanding geographically as well. So we now have roughly around 15% of our business coming from Australia and 5% coming from the Middle East. So those are the two regions that we are also targeting. And we have representatives in US as well as Australia and Middle East who help promote our business in these regions.
So that's great. When you started and now from just 100% reliance on one specific geography, you're sort of slowly expanding yourself so that you are able to account for ups and downs in various economies as they come and go, right? Great. Great, Abhijit. So my first question to you is a very interesting question because you mentioned the fact that last 18 years you've been in this specific journey. So, what would you attribute your growth to, or what would you believe entrepreneurs should focus on when they want to grow and grow at the pace that they want to?
Well, I keep saying my biggest attribute is persistence.
Okay.
I am not very growth oriented, so I never. There was only one time that I was very target oriented when we hired a consultant, and he directed us towards being very target oriented. We did break a barrier which we had reached, because of which we had taken up the consultant. But post that experience, I realized he helped us set a goal and reach it, but I was very stressed out. And I decided that I never want to be goal oriented. I just work hard, and I believe that if you keep working hard, you will keep progressing. My only goal is to look back and say I have grown. How much does not matter. Persistence I don't give up. Every day I have the ability of getting up and saying, let's restart. So I don't believe in failure.
Great. So basically, I would say, and if I would connect what you just mentioned, never give up, and probably that will lead to the growth that you want, right? So be at it.
Steven Sinek says, talks about what is called as an infinite game.
Yeah.
So if you keep playing,
yeah,
got to win.
Well said. Well said. Yeah, Simon is a great thought leader, and he does talk about fixed mindset and the growth mindset, and in that he talks about infinite game. Absolutely, great. So next question, and I think we before this interview when we were chit chatting, you talked about your unique employment model. And Abhijit, I would love to hear how do you manage it? And I'm sure not just me, there'll be hundreds and thousands of entrepreneurs who would love to hear how
Absolutely.
does
Absolutely.
Abhijit Roy manage a virtual 150 member team, everybody working from home.
Lots of people ask me this, and
Yeah.
in fact, to your previous question also, what is our mantra for success is culture. We have always been strong on culture. And when we went virtual, managing and maintaining that culture became became slightly difficult, because culture is engagement, right? How do you create engagement and create culture with people virtually all over the country? All over the country, we have 5 people working out of Coimbatore, right? So I will tell you a few things we do. We
Love to
have
hear those.
we have we have virtual coffee sessions 3 times a day. 3 times a day, there is a coffee room. People walk in there, people chit chat, people bring their coffee. There is Ghana, there is movies, there is quizzes. 15, 20 minutes, half an hour every day. Audience of 10, 15 people, sometimes 20
Yeah.
people. Twice a week, we have gaming sessions. We have Wow Wednesday, we have Fundu Friday.
Oh,
All
wonderful.
We have a monthly town hall which has an audience of more than 120 people. And everybody who has attended, and I would love to invite you as well, everybody who has attended says, wow, I have never seen a town hall like this. Physically also, I've never seen a town hall like this. Virtually, though, it is near impossible. To a sharp 1 hour town hall. So multiple such things. We of course send desks, we send gifts, we send lot of food home. Every guy receives a birthday cake and a flower and a box of chocolates. So a lot of stuff. I mean, courier companies must be making a huge amount of money on us, but variety of such things. And then, like I told you, retreats. We have something called Aap Milap. So everybody, any Aap night can go and meet another Aap night, have a coffee, have a drink at company cost once a week. And people are meeting all. You should look at our WhatsApp group. There is messages pouring in every minute. This 150 people. They are so engaged. We are right now, as we speak, we are having dumbbell competition.
Okay.
So everybody is going to the gym, taking their video, posting it there. Okay. I don't even know what all is going on at any given point of time. We have one person who's dedicated, one HR who's dedicated, whose job is engagement. He's an engagement officer. Her job is only to create engagement. So multiple such things.
Phenomenal. So,
And then, sorry, we do have, of course, productivity. We do have a monitoring tool. So we have been using a monitoring tool so far, and because I'm so committed to the virtual journey, I've built my own. So that is one of my product journeys. We are in the market selling a monitoring tool
for other software companies, I'm sure that's a point
for
that,
any company which has virtual employees. If you want to
yeah,
know what your person is doing while he's sitting at his desk at home, we
yeah.
have a monitoring tool which will monitor and tell you what he's doing.
And you sell this as a SaaS product or
We sell
as
this
a
as
SaaS product? Great, great, great. So, love to delve a little bit more into the culture. Of course, there is the element that you talked about, the ability for the employee and giving them freedom to do stuff without, really looking up to their manager. Can I do this and things like that? That obviously came through in your earlier answer. But apart from that culture piece, how else do you put how do you look at measuring employee performance? Monitoring is one thing on what the employee is doing, but employee performance, how do you measure that?
We have so we have a monthly scorecard.
Okay.
We have a monthly scorecard, and we are a CMMI level 3 company, so we have a lot of processes of measuring and measuring performance of projects and therefore people, and there are a lot of data being captured.
Yeah.
Every day, every person, one fills in a timesheet.
Yeah.
So he puts time against what project he's working. Every project has got estimates which they are working against. And those timesheets are matched up against this monitoring tool is also reporting what he's doing all day, right? So
Okay.
these two are matched, and we draw out various reports. We give points for appreciation, we give points for internal appreciation, we give points for external appreciation, we give points for attendance, discipline, feedback, monthly, every month. So every month we release a employee scorecard which has people in green, people in orange, people in red. I haven't seen too many organizations having that kind of measurement
Oh, that's phenomenal. So
on a monthly basis.
this is done by the business team or the HR team?
HR.
HR team.
Everybody flows in. I mean, accounts provide some data because they get billing score. How much are they earning for the company?
Yeah.
They get billing score from the accounts team. They get project information from the project teams. And of course, HR has got access to all these tools, so they get data from all these tools.
Great. Thank you, Abhijit. I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs, owners, business owners in the software domain will pick these ideas. Okay. While we are on employees, let me talk a little bit about uh, if you were to add a new employee, right? What would you look for in that new employee to join your team, Abhijit?
Mostly, obviously, it is the skill set because whenever we are hiring against so it is the skill set, and then of course a culture match. We typically look for people uh, who we are not a company which is hiring toppers, right? So we look for people who are grounded. Now that we are virtual, we prefer people from smaller cities. Um, and that's pretty much it. We have a pretty extensive evaluation mechanism while bringing in people.
Yeah.
In fact, many applicants run away seeing
Hmm.
our evaluation. But if they do, and by the time they complete the evaluation, they are already sold to the company.
Okay. 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 So there is an aptitude test and things like that, and then sort of you.
Very extensive
Yeah.
aptitude test, technical test, 2, 3, 4 rounds of interviews.
Great. Quick question. You've been an entrepreneur, you mentioned 29 years, right? Only,
30 plus.
yeah, 30 plus. What are the common misconceptions of running a business and how do you address them?
You leave your job and start a business, and you will make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a big misconception. I agree with you 100%. People believe
Takes
that,
a long time.
yeah,
I mean, we look at newspaper and we see the Naukris of the world and make my trips of the world who have made so much money overnight. But there's no overnight success. You have to work hard and you have to be persistent.
hmm,
And you have to lead a frugal life while you're working hard. And so that's I guess one of the most common misconceptions. Other than that, I would say lessons learned. Business development is a key, especially for technocrats like me. We assume that we will get business on our own, so we have to learn business development and we have to be out there in the market. I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs fail because they are unable to generate business. They are really good at what they do, but they are unable to generate business. Um, that's pretty much it. I don't, I don't, I
no,
don't really.
I think that's a great answer because a lot of people believe that as soon as they put a board in front of the business and they open, and as they say in uh, LinkedIn terms, open for work, people will just stop, walk in and give them work, but it doesn't happen like that, right?
Correct.
So really, you need to learn the art of business development. You need to be persistent, as you mentioned, and I guess take their ups and downs, because obviously there's a lot of you may get the business luck and suddenly you feel on top of the world, and then 2 months down the road you're back in the dumps.
Ups and downs, of course.
Yeah. Great. Abhijit, one last question before sort of I close this interview. If I take you back to 2005, when you started this current business that you are in, what would you do differently that you would have been faster off the block?
I would have I would have traveled abroad more.
Meet your customers face to face more.
I would have gone and parked myself outside and focused more on business development. I spent first 10 years figuring that out, I guess.
Okay,
So
that's a great answer. So basically, be in front of your customers, where your customers are, meeting them, talking to them, right?
yes.